Welcome back. This is Straycast Outdoor Cartoon Television, Subsector, Phase 6.
Round 2.
I said sexter, not sector. I meant to say sector. Well, I don't even know what just happened right here. No sexting, please, whatever you do. I'm Pat Renwick. This is Ryan Whitaker. And this guy right over here, he's an FLW Tour pro, making some waves. And you might have heard of Shane's Baits. This is the mega mastermind behind Shane's Baits.
Exactly. That's
Ladies and gentlemen, Shane Lehew. Yeah.
Woo! Thanks for having me on again.
That's how. Woo!
Yeah. Woo! I must have been good the first time. You brought me back.
That's how we do it at Ashley Schaefer. Woo! Right there. Right there. That's how we internet high five right there.
I like that.
Shane, it's great to have you back here.
Yeah, thanks for having me back.
I wish
guys.
you weren't here right
No,
now.
I don't either. I mean, other than seeing you, that's good.
That's always a plus.
Yeah, like to see your face. But
well, thank you.
Yeah, I wish I was fishing today. Definitely.
We do too, man. I mean, were you on that herring deal out there?
I was,
Were you running around doing that stuff too?
Yeah, me and my roommates and Travis Fox and Anthony, we were running a lot of the same stuff, and I got in a bad rotation yesterday, and
it was a merry-go-round.
It was merry-go-round, and I had a ton of bites, and didn't hook them, so that's the way it goes.
Explain that. We've heard a lot of guys say that they had a bad rotation. Explain what you mean by that.
Well, most of those guys are running bamboo piles or cane piles is actually what they call them. So it'll be most of them are on points or something like that on a bank, and these fish will actually suspend in them. So you're out there throwing a fluke and a topwater over them, trying to call them up, and you get behind guys that will be running the same stuff. So if they just went in there and caught one or caught two, it usually takes those fish 20, 30 minutes to
replenish.
Actually bite again.
Right. So can I go like to Home Depot or Walmart and buy this bamboo?
I'm not really sure. I just ride around and I guess just cut it off the bank somewhere.
Is that what's going on?
It might be frowned upon, but I would do it anyway.
And then if you get bored, you could just make blowguns out of it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen that.
Dart guns.
Yeah, especially those guys going to West Africa.
Yeah, there you go.
To fish. They'll need those there. I don't even know what that means. But what is the deal with it? We hear about these cane, about fishing the cane, and we talked a little bit about Justin last night. But, I mean, these are things that have been around for a while, or they new every year? Is it?
I think the locals put a ton of them in, and because you will find some old ones, and on your graph it'll just look like a little line, and then you'll find some real bushy ones that still have leaves on them. Those are the good ones. That's the ones you want to fish. Most of those have, bass actually in them.
So is that all man-made, or is it?
Yeah, it's all man-made. Okay. As far as I know, somebody told me they were going to ask the DNR if they ever put any out, but it's highly unlikely.
Because this is the first we have ever heard of anything like this. I mean, is it like not talked about too much, or is it just...
I think it's, they try to keep it kind of a secret, but it's not going to be anymore. I know Anthony, the last time, that he won here, he was doing a lot of that, and he kept it pretty quiet.
Right. Yeah, I don't remember hearing about that.
And they're always hanging on this cane.
Yeah,
it's just a matter of when they're going to eat.
Yeah, well, Brandon, he knows a lot about it, and in practice, he told me, I room with him. He's like, man, I can't believe they're still on this bite. He said usually by this time of year they're off of that stuff.
That's crazy. And now you were running the herring deal. What's a breakdown of what do you got rigged up on that deck when you're running out there?
Bunch of big topwaters.
Like what? Tell us what's going on.
I threw a IMO little stick.
Okay.
It's like a 135 and a gunfish 135. It's a big pencil popper type bait, 3 hooks on it, which apparently were not enough. I needed about 18 hooks on it or so.
You needed a Shane's bait rig.
Yeah, I did. I hanging below my pencil popper.
Yeah.
But, and a fluke, obviously a fluke here plays every time. I mean, for whatever reason, they still bite it. They don't get that smart, I guess.
What amazed me, and we talked about it a little bit yesterday, with these guys are working a fluke like I have never worked one, and they're not doing the. It's just pulling it.
They're trying to get it to glide one way, like a herring. When you see it, it's pretty cool. When I had a point where they were schooling on herring, like 5-inch long herring, you'll see the herring go skipping across the top of the water and glide one way, and then all of a sudden you'll see a big one just come up there and crush him. But that's kind of what they're trying to mimic, because it'll take a long stride, a herring will, so you're not doing the short little pops, because it's not like a bait fish, going all over, not real erratic. It picks a line and runs with it.
So it's really just a straight kind of sideways lift, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the deal. Make a long cast.
Yep.
Any weight on these flukes, or
A lot of guys throw a weighted hook. It'll have a very small weight, like a 15th ounce.
a 15th ounce? Okay, gotcha. So a little guy.
Just the one that's molded into the shank of the hook.
Yes, correct. I think the big one around here is Falcon Lures.
Gotcha. Okay. Hey, your fans got some questions for you online here,
Okay,
Shane.
absolutely.
What's going on, JP? Hi.
It's actually Brian the Carpenter from Ike Live.
Oh yeah, we know him.
And he wants to know why no glide baits. Why are glide baits not
I
playing?
actually threw one yesterday. I did break one out. I broke out the old Tater Hog Custom Lures, Hogfather Jr., and slung it around some of those big schoolers. And for whatever reason, they were so keyed in on that topwater bait, that's the only thing I could get them to bite. And I have no idea why. I mean, I tried a smaller spook. I tried a giant spook. That one pencil popper and chrome, that's all they wanted.
That was the deal.
Huh.
That was it. I couldn't get a bite on anything else.
Now, when you guys are chasing these schoolers and they come up, I mean, are you pretty dialed into where they're coming up, or is it just a big area? I mean, are they coming up where you're out of casting range and you got to run over to them?
Yeah, there was some. That one place that I found, which Anthony, he fished it a couple times as well. I didn't know that. The first day I never saw him. The second day I saw him twice fish it, and I'm sure that's a place he's known for years and years and years because they were doing it in pre-practice when I came down, and they were doing it really, really good. But, yeah, sometimes they'll be 200 yards apart from each other, and you see those herring swim. They are so fast.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times a fish will blow up, and you'll cast to that place, and by the time your bait gets there, that fish is 20 yards away already.
Man,
They're like when Michael Phelps raced the shark.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you see that garbage?
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
that was ridiculous, right?
Yeah, I don't think that went over too well.
Why did they do that?
I don't know.
Will you answer a question honestly for me?
Yes.
Don't lie to me.
Okay.
Did you want the shark to eat Michael Phelps?
Absolutely.
I did too.
I mean, that would have made really good TV.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why this was like this. They made up this scenario. They totally sandbagged everyone.
Oh, yeah.
It was blatant false
Built it up,
advertising.
yeah.
And then here's Michael Phelps in a mermaid costume in a simulated
I think
search.
I watched about 10 seconds of it, and I was like, yeah, there's got to be something
I'm
else.
so disappointed in Shark Week, Shane.
Yeah, I am too now.
I can't believe it.
I don't know if I can
Come
watch
on,
it next
Shark
year.
Week.
Yeah.
I can't either.
Pick it
But
up.
I
Pull
want
it together.
I want to take Greg Hackney's outlook on it and just go flipping for great whites.
Now, that would be pretty fun.
That's what he wants to do for Shark Week. True story. He told us that.
I mean, I'm in.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, yeah, sure.
When you get a big old 8-foot flip stick, or better yet, we take a Shane's baits and we rig baby seals
On
on
9 of them.
On 9 of them,
Yeah.
and when we're lugging them seals out there.
We'll just
Seal
troll them
rig.
back there.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Am I onto something?
You might be.
Let's call the Discovery Channel, and you and I will go out there and do a
They
little.
will find more sharks in that 1 week of Shark Week than they ever have before.
I totally agree, and it's just something that's never been done before.
No, the
We
sharks will be, their mind will be blown.
We don't want to see a
flag.
flangy little fake seal. We want to see live seals behind a Shane's bait A-rig.
Towing them around. Yeah, I don't want to see a floating seal.
Yeah.
A little piece of rubber.
Yeah, we're going to get them
I
schooled
want to
up.
see the real thing.
We're going to get those great whites angry.
Or maybe we'll troll Michael Phelps behind the boat.
Yeah, that's even better. He's the chum. We're going to chum with Michael Phelps. Hey, you got to be pretty proud of your buddies, though, dude. I mean, I know
yeah.
it's mixed emotions because we want you out there, you want you out there, but these are some of your best buds. Dude.
Oh yeah, if I'm not there, definitely want one of those two to win for sure. I mean, Brandon and I have been traveling the last couple of years together, and we talk all the time on the phone. Justin, just this year picked him up, so off the side of the street, he was lonely. He was kind of an outcast.
He was in a box, a cardboard box.
Now he's
guy
going to
looks
kick
like a
me and
fisherman.
Brandon out because he's about to be a superstar. I think,
Right.
So.
I mean, how is it looking out there? Because is he Justin kicking some butt out there
He
today?
is. I think they got him predicted between like 19 and 20 pounds.
Oh
Wow.
boy.
And Brandon's having a tough time. It seems like he's having a day like I had yesterday, getting a lot of blow-ups and
Bad
just-
rotation.
yeah, he might be.
I think it's pretty cool, man, that you younger guys. I mean, look what Jordan Lee just did.
Oh, I know.
You know,
That's Justin's best friend.
is that right?
That's right. Yep.
Okay, I
talk
got
to him. He talks to him every day.
I mean, what a cool deal.
Yeah, absolutely.
The sport being dominated by you fingerlings.
Yeah, it has been a crazy year. I mean, we've, between the house, we've for some reason on FLW, a couple of writers have started calling us the House of Hammers. I don't know if that's really fit yet.
That's a reality show.
Yeah,
my God.
We talked about doing something like that, but we don't want to get too cocky. That sounds a little overly cocky for us.
Yeah, and you guys could do gym, tan, and laundry. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that would be the deal.
Show up Jersey Shore style.
Well, actually, Brian the Carpenter is going to be on the New Jersey Shore.
Is he?
Yeah.
He's going to host it?
Yeah, he actually is. Yeah. He's the meathead on there, the
Is
muscle
it?
guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be the muscle guy. All 140 pounds of me.
What's going on, man? Off season, fishing, or hunting?
No, mostly fishing. I live on Norman. It's got 2 hot discharges, so it stays warm enough you can fish all year. So
Nice.
I probably won't hunt at all, honestly.
Okay.
Unless a buddy asks me to go, but I'm not a big deer hunter. I've done it a couple times, but mostly just fishing.
What's going on with Shane's Baits? You guys are rocking it over there,
Yeah, I mean, it's been a pretty good show so far. Came out with some new buzz baits and stuff like that, and a lot of people picking those things up.
I saw that inline, and then,
Yeah.
and then I saw that one that's like an A rig, but with the 2 buzzers on the top.
Yeah, that thing's pretty cool. It's got 3 arms and 2 buzzbait blades and floats. So, and yeah, I actually weighed one in on that inline buzzbait this week, day one.
Did you?
Yep.
With that toad behind it, or
Yep.
what? Okay, gotcha. How's that A rig buzzbait? Have you thrown that one?
Yeah,
much,
it's
or
awesome. Yep.
Is it?
It works really good in the fall. When they're actually chasing bait and stuff like that, you can run 3 swim baits behind it.
That'll allow you to keep that thing shallower.
Yeah,
when they're
it
up there
does.
schooling.
Yep.
That's crazy. I mean, and they probably don't. I mean, you could throw that even if they're not schooling, wouldn't you think?
Oh yeah, I throw it down the bank all the time.
Yeah, I mean that's a pretty cool deal. What's the number one selling bait in your line?
I would say the Blades of Glory.
Is it the Blades of Glory?
Yeah.
Go figure.
Yep.
Go figure. That little mini one, dude.
Yeah, that thing.
That's pretty sexy.
We sell a lot of those too. They're like crappie fishermen and stuff like that. Buy them a lot. So.
Even the bass.
Oh yeah.
I mean, when
schooling
they're
fish.
sure, dude.
stuff
When
like
they're
that.
you put them little Kitech type baits behind it or
Yeah,
something.
Some little 2-inch swim baits and go to town.
Now you fish going back to Norman. You fish all winter.
Yeah.
On Norman, and then when do the fish start to really get into their spring pattern there? Because we're in Indiana, so some of this is kind of foreign to us.
It's real weather dependent, honestly. I mean, obviously,
But historically.
springtime, it like late February, early March, they start getting on that square bill type deal.
Okay,
up on
that's
the
what I'm
bank.
getting at because I want to
Yeah.
know when to come visit you.
Yeah,
Is-
they get on a pretty good red crankbait bite on Norman, even though you can see like 7 feet down. And they even do in the winter in February. 1st of February, 48-degree water. A couple years ago, me and a buddy weighed in 20 pounds in a tournament, all spots.
So say that Justin wins this derby. Mm-hmm. Okay, you guys are all buds,
Yes.
and it's now Brandon wasn't going to share the money, but Justin was.
Oh.
We learned that last night in the interview, you could see on the Straight Cast Facebook page. But so Justin's going to share the money if
All
he
right.
wins. Okay.
What's it going to give me, like $1?
Well, I don't know, but where are you going to ask him to take you on vacation? I think you
Yeah,
guys
I
need to
mean-
go like on a Three Amigos kind of deal.
I think we do. I think we
where
need
would
to
you
plan
go?
that.
Where would you ask him?
I don't know. Maybe like a smallmouth trip. It's been a long time since I went up and caught some smallies.
Why don't you go to the Amazon River? What is wrong with you?
I don't. What do they have there? Peacock. bass?
Peacocks and those
Peacocks.
fish that jump into trees and eat monkeys and all that kind of good stuff.
Ira.
If he's paying for it, I'll go.
Right. Well, can you suggest that?
Yeah, maybe he'll take us all.
I want to go.
All right, I'm gonna ask him as soon as he weighs in.
Yeah.
I might ask him before he weighs in, just to make sure.
Yeah, like get it and video it.
Yeah.
So it's documented.
So it's not. Yeah, I'll
And
make
it's
him
there.
sign it.
And he'll be like, remember the time you promised to take me to the Amazon?
We'll get a lawyer.
Old buddy.
Yeah, notarize it.
Yeah,
everything.
get a
The whole deal. Laminated.
That's the whole deal.
Amazonian contract.
Hey, anything you want to say to your fans and your sponsors before we get out of here, bud?
Yeah, just thanks for keeping up with me this week, guys. Hopefully another successful year is coming next year. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook, and head on over to shanesbaits.com. Check out all the gear.
There it is. And we
Good job this week.
Yeah, for
thank you,
sure,
guys.
dude.
Appreciate it.
And I'm sure there is just great things to come from you. We definitely have high hopes.
I
for
sure
you.
hope so.
As sure as you should, and your fans do.
Oh, I hope so.
Shane, always a
Thank
pleasure,
you.
dude.
Appreciate
Thank you
it,
so
guys.
much. Hey, Pat Remick, Ryan Whitaker, Shane Lehew, Andrew Ellenberger, the Ginger Ninja, and JP High, the Hip Hop Fisherman. We're coming back. Put the power poles down. Don't go anywhere. The madness continues momentarily.